like isn't as cool as hers, but it's over Lucille Ball. Does anybody know who she is? Has people heard of her? Where do you guys know her from? The Lucy Show?
I love Lucy.
Yes, I started falling in love with Lucille Ball when I was a very little girl, probably around Isabella's age. And I've done research on her just out of curiosity and wanting to get know more about her. She's a lot more than an actress, is what I learned through a lot of this. She was a mother, a wife, and a businesswoman. She was born on August 6th in 1911, and she deceased in 1989 after having medical problems. A little bit of her background. She had a mother and a dad, and her dad died when she was 3 years old. He was working as a lineman, and stuff had happened, and he deceased. Her mother then remarried to another man who didn't like little kids, or kids really in general. So she had to go live with his parents, and his mom was very strict and was like completely poor. They couldn't even afford pencils for her to go to school with. And so she came through that obstacle, and she went to school, got over that, became of age, and started living out on her own. She started taking little modeling jobs to help. You have to start somewhere. And she started literally from the bottom. Sorry. She was known for dating older men, and one role landed her, I think it was Girls or something, and that's where she met Desi Arnaz, and she fell madly in love with him really fast. They were married 6 months later, and anyways, they tried to land this job with CBS, and they wouldn't do it. They didn't want that kind of sitcom, so they decided to do their own production company, Desilu Studios, and they started the I Love Lucy show, which was like a phenomenal hit. It was like 9 million viewers. It was crazy. And after they did that, then CBS decided to go ahead and put them on the air. They did that. Their marriage in the beginning was really good, and then they had a lot of miscarriages and a lot of things started going on, and they did not. They didn't make it. I mean, they ended up getting a divorce, but he was a really, really bad alcoholic and a womanizer, and he was caught many times in newspapers and magazines of being at the whorehouse. And anyways, she had 2 children with him. Their names were Jessie and Lucy. And they didn't make it, but they had constant struggles, and she decided to keep trying to hold on for the kids, and they were doing this thing where they were just hanging on for 5 years. And then finally she ended up going ahead and divorcing him, and she married a different man, and she was pretty happy with him, but it wasn't like the love she had for Desi. He as well remarried a woman that looked exactly like Lucy. She decided to stop doing the Lucy show, and she starred in a couple of other things. She had a lot of achievements in her time. Most importantly, she was a mom of 2 kids. She was once known as the Chesterfield Girl because she was the spokesmodel for the Chesterfield cigarettes. She was inducted into the National Women's Hall of Fame in 2002 and was awarded 2 stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame for motion pictures. There are 2 stamps with Lucy Ball on them, a 34-cent stamp in 2001 and a 44-cent stamp in 2009. Some of the things she was in was Life with Lucy, Mammy, Yours, Mine, and Ours, A Guide for the Married Woman, The Danny Kaye Show with Lucille Ball, The Lucy Show, and a bunch others listed. Lucy Ball is one I look up to for many reasons. She came from nothing, and she literally built herself. She didn't rely on anybody else. She did have the struggles of a marriage, and she had 2 kids, and she was single for a while and raised them and continued her publications and everything else she was doing. She eventually did marry somebody else, but I think she more or less did that just because she kept doing her own thing. I'm going to end with some of her favorite quotes that touched me. If you gain nothing else from this, I hope it inspires you to never give up and don't wait around for somebody else to help pave your way to your dreams. You should just do it yourself. These are some of her quotes. One of the things I learned the hard way was that it doesn't pay to get discouraged. Keeping busy and making optimism a way of life can restore faith in yourself. The secret of staying young is to live honestly, eat slowly, and lie about your age. I'm not funny, what I am is brave. Once in his life, every man is entitled to fall madly in love with a gorgeous redhead. And I'm redhead, so of course I love that. In life, all good things come hard, but wisdom is the hardest thing.